Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Bears are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing again is Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Going up top. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first down, it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery, finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Left side, got Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A good pick up there, 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The completion to Riddick. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the...
Oh, this is blocked. The Bears pick it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
This taken in at the goal line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
They go play action with Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the... scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. This is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the point. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And again, back to Kmet. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that nice little drive brewing right here.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there that sets him up now first and goal.
The running game's playing a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Fields trying to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Waste of time.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now Lawrence. He's going to air one out. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Logan Hall is there for the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Back to throw, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newton. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyler Gordon picks it off. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Throw left side, complete. That's Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere. He is enveloped behind the line. Calling that time, but they're going to be left looking up by 4th and 1. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 17 yards out. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. The 40. 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive, then march to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And it's a room to maneuver. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 38, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulder. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning to get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Fields on 1st down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Loss of a yard brings up fourth. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.